I'm here to voice out some concerns about yoga cards that I've been seeing a lot in Amazon. And years ago, there were some stretching cards available in Amazon. Now, somehow, it's been mostly replaced by yoga exercise cards. And if you're aware about the background of yoga, I'm not fully knowledgeable on this, but watching some videos, a lot of people have said that it's a form of worshiping a different idol, a different deity, specifically Hindu gods and goddesses. Now, there are some health benefits to yoga, and I've tried my best to separate yoga and the physical benefits you would get from the poses. And sadly, I had just a big revelation yesterday that you can't merge two. It's still worshiping what it was intended for. It's not worshiping God, our Lord, it's worshiping a different deity. I asked my partner for his advice because there are some poses here that are actually good for your hamstrings, good for your back, good for your core. Like, I'm returning these, by the way. I just bought these and somehow they didn't want me to cancel the order. So this one I've seen a lot of exercise videos. They use this as a form of stretch. And here it's a yoga pose. And this is actually good for you. And I mean, each move here is physically good for you, but it's still rooted to paganism. And what makes me sad is there's benefits to most of the poses here. There's benefits to your body, to your organs. And despite that, it's still not a good thing. It's still not a good thing to practice doing yoga, whether you're doing it for your physical body or not, doing some chanting, some rituals, some meditation. I'm a bit sad about it all, but this was what it's made for. And funny thing too is when I was 8 years old, 10 years old, I have no clue about yoga. I would always do this pose, happy baby. And it's a yoga pose. This is a yoga pose. Me not knowing it's a yoga pose. And I'm just conflicted and at the same time frustrated that, because there's so, if you just Google yoga poses and the benefits, it has benefits in your organs, in your spine, in your alertness, in your the circulation of your blood. It has benefits to it. And I can't even do 3 poses. I only do 3 poses here. The forward bends, seated and standing up, and a chair pose. And it's still a bad thing. And I'm not even doing those weird chanting things. That's even back then when I would be in New Age doing tarot readings, I'm not a big fan of doing a silent meditation, doing weird om sounds and stuff like that. That's just a weird thing, and it's just not right. Now, if you are thinking of approaching yoga as a physical form of practice, I would ask you to pray to God about that. I did, and I got my answers. To stick with stretching. And even if I said in my head, I'm doing these poses as a form of stretching, I don't think it works the same way. It might for some, but I don't know. Because there's like poses here. Not that one. This chair pose. You know, I use this when I'm at work and I sit in my butt most of the day and I need circulation. So when I go to the restroom after I'm done with my business, before I leave the cubicle, I would do this. And it's a yoga pose. It's like a form of squat, but with your hands raised up. Yeah, I've seen people do this as a form of stretching. And you can't do this because it's a yoga pose. It's just, I'm a bit conflicted because like your body was meant to do these moves. I mean, not moves like worshiping a deity, but like some of the moves here are actually beneficial for you. Now, this to me is weird. This tree pose, I believe it's good for your balance, but it's kind of weird because you have to close your hands like that. So the goddess squat, here's the thing. This, if you remove the way the hands are placed, this is actually a plie squat. This is a plie squat. You know, too, because I believe this is like 5,000 years old, like yoga. Maybe some of the exercises and some of like the available PT moves out there were inspired by yoga poses. I won't even doubt that. Eagle pose. Now this looks fun. I would actually do this unconsciously sometimes, like not knowing it's a yoga pose because it feels good. It brings circulation. Wide leg forward bend. Come on, this is a stretch, a normal stretch. And it's a yoga pose. Like my partner said, like they can't just claim all of the poses. You know, they can't just take those. Look at that. The head to knee. I mean, you know, too, the good thing about this pack that I've noticed, not that I'm telling you to buy it, because there's like one brand from Workout Labs that they add this meditation card and like a breathing technique. Now that to me was a bit iffy, you know, because I only want like the benefits, the physical benefits out of it. And they said there's like physical benefits for breathing and meditation. I get it, but I'm not even doing that for that purpose, right? Because here, I think it's the only quality, the Workout Labs yoga cards that I mentioned, like they have the benefits of it listed at the back of their cards. I think they're the only one who has that. I think, or I think there's also another one. They have like the benefits of it on for your physical body and mental well-being listed at the back. But here it's not listed. and you have to make your own like sequence. So if you're thinking about doing yoga, first pray to God about it. Ask God if it's a good idea, if it worships Him, if it glorifies Him. And then second, remember in your mind that you're stretching. Don't even mention yoga. Just say you're stretching. Don't do weird chants. Don't do weird spiritual practice of like being one with the universe and all that. Don't even think about it. Just do the stretch. Like, for example, like most of the instructions here at the back, they don't tell you to feel the universe, right? Like for example, the corpse. Lie on your back with your legs straight and feet slightly apart. Arms at a 45-degree angle to your body, palms up. Close your eyes and breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. Relax your muscles throughout your body, empty your mind, and slowly let your body settle down. See? That's a stretch. That's a cool down stretch. And then guess what? It's a yoga move. It's a yoga move. And you can't even do it. It's just sad, you know? No, I know I'm a bit iffy. I'm actually iffy about this extended child's pose. Like, I would see a lot of workout videos that would do this extended child's pose. And to be honest, it's kind of like worshiping the position it's in. It's like worshiping a deity. I get it. But it's also a form of stretching, you know? It's, I don't know, it's just kind of sad. Because, like, it's like the best for, like, physical, like, the, what do you call that? Like, like, it makes your body flexible and young. You know, it keeps you like going. It doesn't, it has a lot of benefits to it. But it's like there's just a big origin and attachment to it, that it's a spiritual practice of worshiping another God aside from our Lord. Yeah, that's just what I'm here to vent out on. Is it's just ridiculous, you know? It's just ridiculous. Like, this one, my partner showed me a move last night that he learned from PT. And it's very similar to recline pigeon. Very similar. And I told him, do you know that the one you showed me is actually a yoga move? And he said he doesn't care. For him, it's stretching. I wish I would like have his stubbornness, like his mind, in my mind, because like it helps him, and he doesn't care if it's a yoga pose. It's stretching. It's stretching. That's it. It's stretching. You're stretching your limbs. And he said to me, like, start seeing it as like a form of stretching, and maybe that will help things out for you. You know, because he knows me. I don't do weird things with it, you know? I don't do weird things with it. It just feels good, especially before you sleep and you do like let's say a seated forward bend. It feels good. It actually helps me sleep. It does. And sadly, it's still a yoga move. Yeah, so that was my short, well, it's not short. It's me venting out on how unfair it is that the greatest stretches there is linked to a ritual meant to praise another god. And no matter what you do about it, even if you're doing it for your physical well-being as a form of exercise, it's still a bad thing. So yeah, that's my whole vent. I'm sorry for ruining your day about this negativity that I'm spreading out, but yeah, and if you're thinking about doing it, remember to pray to God about it. Ask God for guidance and direction. And if you're thinking of doing it after the answered prayer that you got, just think of it as stretching, all right? Just throw away the box it comes with, because this one comes with like yoga exercise cards, 70 poses. Just throw it away, all right? Just throw it away. And you can erase that blurb right here, that Sanskrit translation, and just do it as an exercise. I just don't know what else to say. But that's about what I have to say.